Hi, it's Terry Ensberg here. The quote for today is Psalm 57, verse 1. In the shadow of thy wings do I take refuge until the calamities be overpast. I like the Psalms. I think they speak to something deep in people, or at least in me. I find there are days with everything that's happening as we get closer to the election, with the pandemic. Now they're talking about a twindemic of the pandemic and the flu. With my personal life, with the state of the world in general. When I hit a limit on what I can process and what I can absorb, sometimes it's just too much. And I have to not stare at it. It's like staring at the sun or something. You just can't do it for too long. And my refuge is a sense I have of the presence of God in my life and my ability to turn my focus inward to that and away from circumstances surrounding me from time to time. There are many things happening in the world today that I don't have control over at all. And even if I do have some tiny bit of control, voting, that's important, small but important. I mean, big in meaning small in the ultimate effect a single vote has, but still vital. Even if I have a tiny bit of control, I still at times have to set it down, and not voting but other things, and just take a break from the whole big mess of everything. And so for me, refuge is kind of an internal state of turning my attention to the ongoing feelings of peace that underlie everything else in the world. And an image I have for this is the surface of the ocean, sometimes calm, often choppy, sometimes stormy, but if you go down deep enough under the water, it's always still and calm. So it is kind of a human version of that. And the Psalms, I think, they cover a lot of territory. They cover deep under the water and also the surface storms. So that's how I cope with the madness of the world. If you're one of my descendants, I want you to know that that is there. That is a possibility. There is internal refuge possible in this world, but it will not suggest itself to you. You have to look for it. Quiet, stillness, beauty, these are things you have to find your way to. A sense of the presence of God, you tune to it, it doesn't tune to you. And to put it very bluntly, I don't believe in this world that it's God's job to dumb down to us. It's our job to learn to attune to God and to beauty and peace and the eternal isness of the best things. I don't even like the word eternal because I don't believe time really exists outside of human life. I think it's a human artifact. But there is some endlessly ongoing body of peace and stillness and well-being that runs around everything, under everything, through everything, but it does not jump up and introduce itself to you. You seek it. That's really hard in modern life. So if you're one of my grandchildren, great-grandchildren, I hope that you will take the time in your life and the time from your life to look for that, because it is worth it. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.